Alright, once again, it's your man, Scott Willis. Live life, live that beyond fitness. Out here at the park, man, getting it in. Well, I'm finished now, but I got drenched. Not once, but twice. And here's the thing, I knew it was raining when I was headed out. I'm like, well, it done slacked up, so maybe it'll slack up. You know, it'll be done by the time I get there, which actually it was, which is why I stayed. But then it started raining again. So, man, I am soaking wet. You can't tell, but clothes are soaking wet. That's all right, though, man. It's still a beautiful day to be alive, see? Water everywhere, man. But listen, hey, if I only came out and got it in when the sun was out and the birds are chirping and the squirrels are playing, then that's going to limit my growth. You know what I mean? Because if I only came out when, you know, the climate was perfect or ideal for training or for getting it in, then, you know, that means I'm only going to be getting it in half the time. Especially here lately because the weather's just been so unpredictable, right? So you can't just, you know, get it in when things line up just right. You can't just get it in when it's convenient. You know what I mean? You got to be committed. You got to be consistent. Okay, that's the definition of being committed. Committed means no matter what, you know what I mean? No matter what, come hell or high water, you don't let little things get in the way. That's a commitment. So, but that's not even why I'm doing this little rant. I just wanted to remind you guys, coat drive still going on, 25 coat drive. We're up to 19 coats. And I do believe today is the 19th, March 19th, if I'm not mistaken. Also, spring break is amongst us, and I kind of look at spring break as like a time to hit that reset button. If you kind of falling off a little bit, like every major break could be a reset. Every major break, right? So if you still been getting it in, if you've been consistent, man, give yourself a pat on the back. Give your own self a pat on the back. Don't wait for people to give you a pat on the back. I pat myself on the back all the time. If you've been consistent, man, give yourself a pat on the back. Don't wait for nobody to do it for you. You know what I mean? Congratulate your own self. Feel good about what you've been doing, what you've been accomplishing thus far. Say, hey, good for me. Way to go. Up top to my damn self. But anyway, now if you've kind of fallen off, which, you know, that happens, now is the time to hit the reset button. Let's say if you had a particular goal you wanted to hit by spring break, you didn't make it. Sorry, spring is here. You didn't make it. However, summer is still a ways off. So, if you want that summer body, if you got that class reunion that you're going to, if you got that family reunion, if you got that beach vacation, right? Let's say if your goal is 4th of July weekend, you still got 12, 13 weeks. A lot can happen in 12 weeks. A lot can happen in 12 weeks. You can drop 50, 60 pounds in 12 weeks. I promise you, bodybuilders do it all the time. Bodybuilders, fitness, anybody in the fitness that do competitions, their contest prep is generally from 8 to 12 weeks. And from 8 to 12 weeks, some people are dropping 70, 80 pounds to get ready for a show. Anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks, right? Summer, you still got, you know, a whole bunch of time left. So you can use this time as a reset, right? But here's the thing. You got to be committed. You got to be consistent. You know what I mean? If you're not going to be committed, you're not going to be consistent, then don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? And we don't want to hear, hey, life got in the way, whatever. We all got stuff going on. We all got stuff going on. All right? All got stuff going on. I'm sorry. Right? Next thing. This is going to be kind of a long video because I got a backlog of small videos I done shot. I just hadn't uploaded them yet. I'm going to leave you with a quote, man. Then I'm going to get out of here. It's time for me to eat something. Mosquitoes are out now, too. I didn't know mosquitoes were out, y'all. Did y'all know mosquitoes were out? I'm getting bit up. I'm like, all right, mosquitoes out. That's kind of early. But I'm going to leave you with a quote. The quote goes like this. An ounce of practice is worth more than a ton of preaching. An ounce of practice is worth more than a ton of preaching. And that comes from none other than Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, right? An ounce of practice, true indeed, is worth more than a ton of preaching. And I got a similar quote that I use myself. Doing a little bit every day is more than doing a lot of something every once in a while. Doing a little something every day takes you further than doing a big something every once in a while. You know what I mean? So you got to put that into practice. Anything you want to do. And it don't have to necessarily just deal with health and wellness. That's just regarding your life. You know what I mean? Now here's the thing. Some people, you don't know where to start, right? First you got to make a decision. You always start there, right? It's all mental. It's all mental. Okay, nothing happens unless you put it here first. Okay, it's all mental. So first, once you make a decision, you got pre-contemplation, then you got contemplation, then you got the decision to act, and then you decide to take action. Sometimes, let me tell you something. I'm gonna get up close and say this. Sometimes, listen, it's not about pursuing something. Sometimes your first action needs to be, what can you remove from your life? What can you remove? What can you minimize? What can you reduce? So sometimes the first step isn't about actively pursuing something. The first step could be actively removing something from your life. So think about that, right? Is you making a decision first, then taking action, right? Then you're going to think about what you can remove from your life, reduce or minimize. Then you're going to think about what do you need to actively pursue, right? Because a lot of times you can remove something easy. You know what I mean? You can minimize something easy. Kind of like if you want to quit smoking. That's removing something. You get what I'm saying? You're not pursuing something. You're removing something. So think about what you can remove from your life first and foremost. Then from there, think about, okay, now I done got that gone. Here's what I need to do next. All right? Scott Willis, peace. I'm out, baby. It's time to go get something to eat.